Hey, it's your girl Asha Dawson, founder and lead planner of Event Productions by Jen. I'm here with you to talk a little bit about just a quick day in the life as a planner. So I just got back from a really exciting opportunity. So I got an invitation, cold email, and this stuff happens all the time with wedding planners, where venues will just reach out to you. They'll just reach out and they'll say, hey, we're running a special. Any client you refer to us, we are going to give a 30% discount to if they book by this day or what have you. And so I got this email from a farm. And at first I was a bit skeptical. I was kind of like, farm venues they can be hit or miss, especially if they can be really hit or miss, because if they're too farmy, they literally smell like manure. And I've seen some pretty nasty ones that are just trying to make some extra cash. But this one seemed different. It seemed well put together. So get this. So I go to the venue, and it's just outside of Atlanta, maybe 25 minutes, only about 10 minutes from the airport, which is a fantastic location, particularly if you are a bride that has wedding guests coming in from out of town. So I show up to the venue, and the coordinator guy comes up to me, and he is so kind, y'all. He's so kind. He took me on a nice little tour of the space. Let me tell you a little bit about what I got to see. Not only was there hospitality, right? But he quite literally just stopped, slowed down, and got to know me and my business. Which is a huge sign, by the way. That's good news. Oftentimes things can be transactional, but he was very, very kind and able to explain the history of the space. This was unique because it used to be a family farm, and it was owned by a Muslim family who wanted to continue owning the farm, but just didn't have a lot of people who were coming and using it. And so they had this landscaped land, several acres, with real animals, but also these different quirks that were really cool. So for example, they have a honeymoon suite, and it looks a little bit like a treehouse, where it's just you go up these stairs and all of a sudden it's this beautiful Airbnb looking place, which is unusual for a venue to have for a couple to stay overnight. They also had a horse carriage. They have the opportunity for wedding guests to actually see some of the animals. It's not a petting zoo, but the real animals are back there, and they had goats and sheep, and it was cute. And then they have a beautiful ballroom, multiple patios, all the decor is new, everything was well maintained, well kept, and they had the hospitality to match it. Let me tell you how impressed I was with this place. Not only did they both sit down, the owner and the coordinator that I was walking around with, sit down and talk to me at the end, gave me exclusive discounts for any clients that come my way, but I was able to overcome the one thing that I was unsure about with the venue, which is they do not allow bars. You cannot have a bartender set up with a bar setting. And I was really worried about that because I have never done a wedding where couples didn't opt to have a bar set up, right? That's not very common. However, what I liked is that they said, we just don't want to see it. If it's here, it's here. But our culture, our customs are saying that we're not going to have a bar, right? And so that told me a couple things. One, that told me that not only are these folks invested in hospitality, but they also have standards for themselves and cultural norms that are important to them. That signals integrity. And I really appreciated that about the venue. It gave me respect for them. And also I appreciate that there's not this crackdown on those who do consume, right? So I thought that was wonderful. But it also showed me that they had a genuine excitement to partner. And so this is just my message to you as the bride, or whoever is planning this wedding. This is one of those things that wedding planners don't talk about a lot, which is oftentimes when we are navigating, helping you through this process, we have back doors to a lot of places that you will not get, right? That venue is not offering an exclusive discount to you necessarily, right? Because you are the customer. But the way they are able to stay in business, the way they're able to bring in more people, is by expanding their network. And the way that they expand their network is through discounts that are communicated to other small businesses like myself, right? To photographers, to bakeries, right? Like, this is how they're able to do that. And so this is really just your message. Get a wedding planner. Get a wedding planner, because you just never know how they're connected, because they're the ones getting these cold emails. I get emails all the time from all kinds of vendors offering discounts, throwing discounts on me. If your client wants this, let's do this, and we'd love to set up a meeting, bring in whoever to our store, we'd love to see this and give you discounts. Don't feel like you have to take this all on your own, right? That's how you lose as a customer, is by being independent and having to deal with whatever that storefront price is for whatever it is. Consider the investment of a planner, right? This is your message: to get a planner who's going to have some more backdoor deals, who is being actively courted by these places throwing discounts at them. So anyways, thanks for tuning in. This is a day in the life as a planner. Talk to you soon.